Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. All right. I have my Tarot Grand Lux, and we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with. What advice do the cards have? What do you need to look at? What do you need to focus on? And possible future energies. All right, so we have, the Five of Wands, and we have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles was reversed, and then we have the Temperance was reversed. So I feel like you're losing your patience with something. I feel that there may be a lot of arguments, or I almost feel like because you're losing your patience with something, and I almost feel like you're ready to give up on something. I feel like it's causing a lot of stress and tension around you, and it could be causing a lot of stress and tension with other people that are around you. I feel that I almost feel like you're questioning your future and where things are going, or where things are headed with a situation. And I just feel like with this one here that it's like you want to give up on something, and that you've lost your patience with something. And that's okay, because that can happen. I kind of feel like it's something that's been building up for you. It's been building and building and building, and I almost feel like it's kind of gotten to this point at this time. I feel like you keep trying to research, and you keep trying to find answers with something, but it's like you can't seem to find them. But I also feel that like the tension is building up. I feel like you're overwhelmed with which direction to go in. Sometimes when the tension builds up and builds up, you can't think clearly, and you start going in a bunch of different directions. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and I find that it's very hard for me. I really have to make an effort to focus, especially when I become overwhelmed by something. I get distracted really easy, and I start finding other things to do instead of doing the thing that I need to do. And my brain becomes so overwhelmed with everything that I can't settle it down to focus on what needs to happen here. And I feel like that's what's going on here, especially with the Seven of Cups that came out, that you're starting to feel overwhelmed with all of the energies and all of the thoughts, and you're being distracted, and you're almost not wanting to deal with it. I feel that it's like, I feel like the message that came through was like, cut it out, right? Cut things out, refocus. With all of these storm clouds here, and then with the Five of Wands there, I feel like that's kind of what the storm clouds are building around you. I also feel like it's starting to affect your emotions, that you're starting to feel like, you're snapping at little things, and that I feel that it's starting to affect the people that are around you, because it's something that you're dealing with within yourself, and we always tend to take those out on the people that are closest to us. And it's understandable. It's understandable why you're feeling this way. And it's understandable that maybe you're becoming snappy because you're overwhelmed, and you're not sure what's going on, and you're not sure where this is leading, and you're not sure what your next step is, and you're not sure what's going to be happening, and that you feel like you're trying to work towards something, but it's like your wheels are spinning and they're not going anywhere, and that's completely understandable. But it's also important to start to realize how it's starting to affect yourself and how it's starting to affect the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because you don't want to get it to the point to where you say or do something that hurts somebody else, and then you're trying to backpedal and you're trying to make up or apologize for what was said or done. And it's easier just to walk away and kind of settle down and figure out what's going on. So what advice do we have here for Capricorn with this situation that they're feeling very overwhelmed, that they're feeling frustrated? So what advice do we have here for Capricorn? I feel like it's taking a little bit, but I feel like that's because it's like taking time to kind of calm down and kind of step away. We have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Swords, and then we have the Star card. So as I was feeling, it is listening to that intuition, and it's almost like bringing it in, right? Bring the energy in, bring that frustration in. And because we have the choppy waters, and the Six of Swords is like going from something that's very kind of volatile, something that like with this energy, into calming things down, but there's still swords in the water. I feel like it's just kind of stepping away and regrouping and saying, okay, things are getting out of control here. Sometimes it's best just to put that on the back burner and to say, okay, I'm just going to give myself some time to not think about this. And sometimes when we're trying so hard to find a solution, we try and try and try even harder and harder and harder, and we don't get anywhere. And sometimes the best thing to do is just step away, go, find something else to do, find something else to focus on. For me, sometimes like I'll just go out to the barn. Sometimes I'll even find errands to do. Like if I'm like, well, I don't want to go all the way out to the barn, so I have some errands that I need to do. And as soon as I get in the car and I start driving away, I feel so much better. I'm like, oh, that feels so much better. I'm so glad I'm out of that environment. I'm so glad out of that house. And even if it's like, I just feel like sometimes if you just change up your environment, that can help you to calm your mind, or kind of realizing, okay, let me just, maybe take a walk on the beach, or maybe just go for a walk around your neighborhood, or, do something where you can kind of settle yourself down. What are those tools that you have that helps to settle yourself down? And I've said that many times before in my readings, or what are those things that you have that you can do? Maybe it's just sitting and writing everything down, writing all of your frustrations down, writing all your words down, and writing everything down on a piece of paper. I've done that before, where it's like, I feel like I have too much going on in my head, and I just write. Sometimes it's just words, sometimes it's sentences, sometimes it's more organized, but it's like, oh, I feel so much better. Like I'll go sit on my patio, I'll go sit on the sunshine, I'll get myself something to drink, and the girls are outside with me, and I'll just write, and it feels so much better. It's a form of release. So how can you release this tension and this energy? So this is what, there's a buildup here, and how can you release this? Because by releasing that, then you start to give yourself direction, and you start to help give yourself guidance. And it's also learning to trust yourself more, that when things get out of control, I know how to get myself back in control. I know how to calm myself down. I know what it is that I need to do. Sometimes it's like you just know that you need to step away from a situation, and other people may or may not understand that, but that doesn't really matter, because it's like, what do you need to do to get yourself back on track? I love it. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Sun. So it's kind of like calming yourself down, feeling better. And then I kind of saw this bottom card, so I'm going to go with that. And we have the High Priestess again. So I feel like it's kind of up here. It's like, I feel like this one means bring it in within yourself and contain it. And this one is trusting yourself and believing in yourself. But I feel like now you're ready to move forward. It's kind of like bring it in, calm it down, reorganize, and then move forward. So I feel that the advice is, what are those tools and those things that you have where you can help yourself get through this situation? And that brings in actions. That brings in actions ready to move forward with the Knight of Wands. Feeling better. Relying on yourself. I feel that that's a very important thing, is saying, you know, when I'm struggling, I know what I need to do for myself in order to get myself back on track. And bringing that happiness in, right? Having fun again, feeling like you're back on track, and having a new perspective about how can you deal with this situation. Sometimes we just need to step away to realize, okay, oh, you know, I should do it this way, or I should do it that way, or this is what I need to do, or that's what I need to do. Let's look at the future energies coming in for Capricorn. Just step away. Sometimes that's a hard thing to do, but realizing, okay, no longer holding yourself back. I love it with the Eight of Swords reversed. No longer holding yourself back. But also, I just feel like it's a really important message that you are able to help yourself out. And then we have the Fool, a new beginning and a new start. I love it. And then we have the Hierophant, which is reversed, but I also feel like I just feel like it's guidance and it's direction. And I feel like it's a new way of handling things, and kind of flipping everything on its head, but then realizing, okay, this is what needs to be changed and this is what needs to be done. And I like that the Fool here is here because it's like a new start and a new beginning. But I feel like it's a lighter energy, like it's a fun energy. It's a lighter energy. Like things are about to get lighter, and they're going to get, you know, happier, and they're going to feel so much better. And it's kind of realizing that life has its challenges, and how are we going to get through those, and how are we going to push through those, and how are we going to get to the other side? Are we going to let it hold us back and then create more havoc within our lives, or are we going to kind of rein it in, you know, regroup, refocus, and then move forward? Sometimes we just need that time to calm down, to refocus, and get everything back under control. All right, let's grab, I love it, the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. The truth of the situation, and I feel like the Queen of Swords is somebody that has been through a lot of challenges. Like she's been through a lot of things, but she's also been able to work her way through them. And I feel like she's a very strong person. Like she's been through a lot of things, but she's kind of looked at things and say, okay, how can I change this up so that I'm not repeating patterns, and that I'm not, you know, how can I analyze this? How can I look at this and say, okay, I don't want it to get to this point again. I don't want to have to go through that again. I don't want it to get to that point again. So how can I head that off? When I start to feel myself get to a certain point, you know, when I cross this certain threshold, which is, you know, all individual choice, that I need to step away, that I need to reevaluate, that I need to, you know, redirect. And because that is, you know, saving yourself in the long run. And it's, why spend so much time in this energy when you can take a step back and then refocus and be in this energy here with this Ace of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords, and just kind of figuring things out and saying, okay, yeah, this is something that I need to, you know, free myself from with that Eight of Swords. I need to free myself from that. And I almost feel like it's, with the Hierophant reversed, is like, I feel like it's not following the rules anymore. I feel, especially with it next to the Fool card, I feel like it's not following the rules anymore. And it's, maybe this is what you were trying to do over here, is to like follow a certain rules, or follow what somebody else was saying, or follow, like it has to be this way. But realizing, you know what, it doesn't have to follow, it only needs to follow the rules that I want to make. Obviously, I'm not saying it's, you know, doing something that is going to hurt other people, but saying, you know, if you're thinking that, oh, it always has to be this way, well, no, there's other ways to make things happen. that your route and your path is unique to yourself, and realizing that, and the way you perceive things and the way that you understand things is unique to yourself. And that's okay. And it's embrace that and embody that, and realize that this is the path and the journey that you're on in your life, and that you're heading towards your 9 of Cups. And that's what you have to work on, and make it the most enjoyable path it can be. Make it the most, even though you're going to have those challenges, but how can you make it the best for yourself, and lessen this energy and add this energy to it. All right, let's grab a animal oracle. Why make things more difficult for yourself? Why keep yourself... Oh, the cards are just all over the place. There we go. All right. Okay. All right, so this one flipped out upside down on the floor. So we have magic works through you, and I feel like that's kind of the magician card. Is magic does work through you, because you are in control and you can make things happen, and that's what you have to believe, right? That what you focus on, what you don't focus on, how you handle things, how you don't handle things. And that's what you have to believe. And we also have Eagle Spirit, which I feel represents success and victory. And I like the crown that is on top of the eagle, and it's like you taking control of your life in the direction that it's going in, and create that magic. You have that magic, right? You have that power. You have that magic. You have to believe it, mind, body, and soul. If you're just kind of saying, yeah, I have the magic in me, but that doesn't sound very convincing. But if you say, yes, I have the magic in me, and I can make anything happen when I put my mind to it, and it's going to happen, right? And get excited and get motivated. And it's all about what you're projecting and how you're feeling. And are you saying, yes, like I'm going to handle this. I'm going to work through this, and I'm going to make this happen. Or, yeah, it's just going to be the same old thing. I'm going to keep going in the same old circles. When you have that negativity, and you keep saying those things, and those things keep happening to you, you're verifying that, right? If you're always in the negative, if you're always saying it's not going to work for me, and things don't work for you, right? If you say, oh, this doesn't happen and that doesn't happen, and it's always going to be this way, and things are always that way, and things are negative, and things happen to you, and it's all about your perspective, and that's the energy that you're putting out there. But if you're saying, no, I'm going to make this work, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to turn this around, that I'm going to push through this challenge, that I'm determined, and I'm going to have that dedication, and I'm going to have that perseverance to push through this challenge and say, I'm not going to let this challenge stop me, that I'm going to work my way over here to my 9 of Cups, that I'm going to make it happen, that I'm not going to give up on myself. And then things start aligning, things start happening, things start to seem brighter. I truly believe that. I truly believe that it's all about your mindset. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. Chop wood, get busy, make things happen. I like chop wood. Chop wood is get to the work. A lot of times we can just sit back and we can kind of find other things to focus on. We can think about things, and it's like, no, like do the work. What needs to be done? Okay, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling overwhelmed. What am I going to do to help myself? Do I need to go for a drive? Do I need to find a best friend that I can talk to, or a person that I can talk to that's just going to listen to me so I can almost hear myself talk things through? Do I need to go grab a piece of paper and some coffee and go sit and just write a whole bunch of things down? What do I need to do to help myself? Start taking the actions to make it happen. We can sit there forever and say, well, I should do this and I should do that, but it's the actions that are going to make the difference, right? It's the actions that's going to get you to your 9 of Cups. Let's grab a Star Dragons. Sometimes it's hard to take those actions. I was feeling, this morning I was feeling a little, I was being productive, but you know, I had wanted to get to my reading sooner, and I was kind of finding other things to focus on and other things to do. And I was just like, you know what? And you know, even though I'm being productive and I'm getting stuff done, it's not what I need to get done. It's like, it's time to sit down and it's time to get these readings done. So I was fighting myself there for a little bit this morning, and I know that it's hard, but I was realizing, okay, you're procrastinating and you're not getting things done. Time to chop wood and get to work. Effort. I love it. Effort, I feel, goes with chop wood. Put the effort in. Yes, things take effort. Challenges take effort. Conquering your demons. What are your demons? My demons. Okay, so if you want to write down in the comment section what your demons are, my demons are procrastination and lack of focus, and I would say a lack of confidence. So, but I'm working on my confidence and I'm definitely feeling better. But I would say self-doubt, procrastination. So I would say, but I realize those things. The good things is that I realize those things. And I know that those are things that I have to work on. And I have to catch myself. And when I start doing those things, it's like, no, you have to refocus. Like, I've done so good the last 3 days. I'm really proud of myself. I've really stayed focused. And I want to continue on that. I feel so good. When I go to bed at night, I feel really good because I'm like, I'm so proud of myself. And I say it to myself out loud. And I think it in my mind. And I say, I'm so proud of myself for all of the work that I got done today. I'm so proud of myself for the effort that I made today. And that's an amazing feeling. And when I go to bed, I'm tired and I feel confident and I feel like I sleep better because I've put the work in. Sometimes it's more challenging, but I'm really proud of myself for having put the work in. Let's grab a Oracle Tarot card. Put the work in. It always feels good when you put the work in and it's time to go to bed and you always feel good. We have fulfillment of wishes. Look at that, 9 of Cups again. Fulfillment of wishes. You're on your way for your fulfillment of wishes. So you have 2 9 of Cups in this reading. Yeah, there's a fulfillment because you're working towards that. You're not letting this energy hold you back. So we have another 9 of Cups and we have the chest that's opening here, right? And all of that, whatever those wishes and that fulfillment represents for you. And what is that fulfillment? For me, if you want to write that down in the comments, you could do that too. So you could say your demons and your wishes and fulfillment. My wishes and fulfillment is, for me, it's just that it's not materialistic, although, you know, financial security would be amazing, but I feel like it's the feeling that I finally feel confident within myself and that I'm not wasting time, that I'm not procrastinating, that I'm driven, and that I'm working towards my goals, and that I feel like I'm accomplishing something, and that that each day is more meaningful to me, that it's I feel like I've accomplished things or I've done things, or that if I've taken a day off, that I feel that was, you know, well deserved, and just more contentment, I guess, within myself. Just that feeling that I have when I go to bed, when I've done a good job throughout the day. Like, that's what I want to work through. I don't want to have those days where I feel like, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, I should have tried. I don't want to have that. I want to have those days where I feel like today was a good day and I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish and I'm really proud of myself. That's what I'm working towards. to be honest. I mean, that's what I want to have is each day is more fulfilling, and each day is feeling more like a reward rather than a sentence. Because it's been feeling like a sentence in the past, and that now each day feels more like a reward. All right. That's what I'm working towards. And hopefully financial security follows through with that. Right? The rewards from that feeling. All right, so let's grab a Whispers of Healing for Capricorn for this reading. We have strength, being strong. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to be confident. You have to follow through with things. You know, if you promise yourself, or you say to yourself, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to try harder, or I'm going to make more of an effort, is to follow through, right? And have your words match your actions to yourself, and to hold yourself true to that, to what you're saying. Make yourself accountable for what it is, you know, your goals towards these two Nine of Cups here, right? Make yourself accountable for keeping up with those. We have there's something better. There is something better. There's something better than this, without a doubt. There's something better than that. We have two Nine of Cups over here. That definitely sounds better than the Five of Wands and, you know, the Page of Swords with all of the clouds there, and the Queen of Cups where you're feeling very emotional and you're feeling overwhelmed with the Seven of Cups and the reverse Temperance and losing your patience. And definitely there's something better than that. There's two Nine of Cups over here that you need to start working towards. Let's grab a crystal card for this reading. For Capricorn, let's just take this top one here. Kind of looks like a star. We have calcite. Amplify, cleanse, open. Double trouble. Calcite has a unique optical quality. When you are looking through the stone, it appears doubled. Calcite can amplify energy for higher awareness and healing, pairing well with other crystals and taking on their attributes to increase their metaphysical abilities. A powerful dissolver, calcite transforms negative energy for release and renewal. It also aligns the chakras, cleansing the aura of toxicity and renewing energy flow. Calcite reminds you that there is always a new beginning. You just have to decide when to start. I love that. There's always a new beginning. You just have to decide when to start, right? And now is good time as any to chop wood and to put the effort in and have that fulfillment of wishes, but it's up to you. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.